Welcome back to another episode of the Home Buying Process. Today we're going to be talking about the three magic words, clear to close, why it's any real estate professional's favorite words to hear, and what it means for you as the buyer. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know, my name is Eric Schweenard. I'm a realtor with Hometown Realtors in Massachusetts. If you do like this channel, if you like the content that I'm producing, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. And as always, you can feel free to find me and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at ESC Realtor. The reason why clear to close is any real estate professional's favorite words to hear is that it basically means you are good to go. Every step of the process up to this point has been up in the air. There's always been something that can happen up to this point that can cause the deal to fall through. However, once you get the words clear to close, it means that everything has been officialized, everything is completed. So, once you hear the words clear to close, it means you have been approved for a mortgage and you as the home buyer are one step away from being a homeowner. For you as the buyer, once you receive your clear to close, you can kind of celebrate, but just do kind of the half celebration until the point that you're actually at closing and all the papers have been signed. Even with a clear to close, it is theoretically possible for something to happen and the deal to fall apart. However, it's very rare once you receive a clear to close for that to happen. There really has to be some sort of extraneous circumstances that would cause this to happen. What's more likely is you can still see some delays once you have it clear to close, so things can still get pushed out a little bit, but as far as falling apart, you don't generally see a lot of deals fall apart once a clear to close has been issued. It can happen, but it's extremely rare. Once you do have your official clear to close, there are a couple of things that are going to happen. So, number one, your lender is going to start putting together the final numbers. Now, you might think that because you've been officially approved for the mortgage that the numbers are set, but that's not actually the case. There are some numbers that do change right up basically until the day of closing. So we're going to talk more about these numbers in the next video, the closing video, but there are some things that you're going to have to pay for at closing that can get adjusted right up to the day of closing. Number two, your closing attorney is going to schedule the official closing. In addition to scheduling the date and time for your closing, the closing attorney is also going to pick a location. Most commonly, it's either going to be the registry of deeds for the county in which the home you're purchasing is located, or it's going to be at the closing attorney's office. And the third thing that's going to happen once you receive your clear to close is your licensed real estate professional is going to work with you to schedule a final walkthrough. Now, a final walkthrough is your opportunity as a buyer to walk through the property before you take ownership and check for any issues. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the final walkthrough now. I will talk about that more in the next video, but just know once you receive your clear to close, your real estate professional, they're going to schedule the final walkthrough with you. It's your opportunity as a buyer to walk through the home one last time and make sure that everything is okay. Once you have your clear to close and the closing has been scheduled, you're also going to need to transfer the utilities into your name. The utilities generally stay in the seller's name through the day of closing. So whatever day your closing is scheduled for, when you reach out to the utility companies, you want to switch everything over for the day of closing or the following day, just to make sure that there's no gap in service where you end up running out of electric. If you happen to be buying a home in a town that has town water, town sewer, you will not have to actually switch these services over to your name. They will get done automatically. The seller has to obtain a final water and sewer bill for the closings. When they obtain that final bill, it automatically asks for the new buyer's name, so it will automatically at that point get switched over to you as the home buyer. And because it asks for the date of closing, it will also take effect as of the date of closing. So that's it for this episode. There's only one video left in this series, so please join me next week as we wrap up the home buying process. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.